how to lose $100 million by trading crypto. Today we are talking about a legendary crypto trader, James Wynn, his story, how he managed to make hundreds of millions of dollars, and how his trading addiction is killing his net worth. To actually learn more, we're going to be watching Cointelegraph video.
Meet James Wynn, the trader who rose to fame on Hyperliquid before losing nearly everything. His story is a sharp reminder of the risks lurking behind the promise of fast money. Self-proclaimed Bitcoin maximalist and high-leverage trading enthusiast, James Wynn has become one of the most talked-about figures in crypto. His bold and often borderline reckless trades.
Actually, look at this image. Because he was calling himself Bitcoin maximalist, usually he was talking only positive about Bitcoin and actually hiding his shorts. You can see right here, hidden short. And another fun fact, today, Cointelegraph posted new article about James Wynn, and spoiler, he is losing even more money. We're going to talk about it a bit later in the video.
Made him a lightning rod for attention. But Wynn's rise wasn't all moonshots and meme-fueled gains. Monumental wins, devastating losses, and a swirl of shady allegations all became part of his legend. His journey isn't just another crypto gambler tale. It's a crash course in how the fastest climbs often end in the hardest fall. Wynn first popped up on the crypto radar around 2020. According to a user on X named Star Platinum, he received $6,000 worth of ETH from the now defunct Alameda Research. Yes, the one tied to Sam Bankman-Fried. A few years later, Wynn was getting real attention. His X-bio boasted early investments in Pepe.
So this is actually his rise to fame. He called Pepe and bought Pepe really early. But again, in 2020, 2021, for those who didn't participate, even early 2022, you could have blindly put money at any tokens in the markets and you could make like 5 or 10x easy. I was actually participating. I made some 100x gains. The only difference is at that time, I was playing with smaller money. And of course, James Wynn with a FTX and SBF Connect probably had bigger budget and more insider knowledge to actually buy cheaper and of course make more money. So let's see how much he made.
When the memecoins market cap was just $600,000. In April 2023, he boldly predicted Pepe would hit a $4.2 billion market cap, a laughable claim at the time since it was sitting under $5 million. But fast forward to June the 2nd, 2025, and Pepe is worth $4.93 billion according to CoinGecko. Wynn's early bet turned a few thousand into a fortune. Born in a small British town, Wynn grew up, as Star Platinum put it, surrounded by drugs and violence. I grew up hard, scraped by week to week, snagging a 2x here and a 4x there. Then I spotted the #1 meme on iToken. I went all in, walked away with 8 figures, Wynn wrote. This is where the real circus started. There was baby Pepe. Reportedly, Wynn demanded a share of the token supply, then dumped it and disappeared. He began promoting new tokens on his accounts and private groups, including one called Elon, which rumor has it he launched himself. Spoiler, the chart flatlined. Later, he pushed coins like Wynn, yes really, which also tanked.
So that's the issue I see with him. Like he's pushing now some smaller tokens and then placing the money he rugged from other people or got paid from like these big companies, big tokens, big ruggers even. He put them in the shorts and then he gets liquidated, he gets more desperate, he does more marketing, more liquidations, and overall it's not great for the markets to have this crypto slop, not AI slop, crypto slop like meme coins and like influencers shilling their own tokens or shilling tokens they know going to be crashing.
It wasn't done. When memes aren't enough, enter leverage. Wynn pivoted into margin trading and became a Hyperliquid power user. Built on high-speed Hyper-EVM tech, the platform functions like a centralized exchange. Live order books, deep liquidity, low fees, but without any KYC, and quickly became a go-to for degen traders. He's been trading there since March 13th. In under 2 months, he pulled in $46.5 million in profits, noted Look On Chain. Among Wynn's open leveraged positions were Bitcoin with 40x, Pepe with 10x, Trump with 10x, Fartcoin with 5x, and Hype with 5x. By May 23, his unrealized profit had ballooned to over $80 million.
And that's the issue with crypto. Like when the crypto markets are hot, again, you can put money on anything blindly and it will pump. And then you're going to be thinking, yeah, I'm always right. Let's put more money, more leverage. And this is basically how leverage works. It's same as casino. With casino, of course, you could be winning, but you're never leaving casino until you lose. Because when you're winning, you play more, more, and more. When you start to lose, you think, yeah, one more trade, one more bet, I'm going to get my money back. And the same goes with leverage trading. I think the only difference is with leverage trading, there's more knowledge. You can actually study the tokens. You can get some inside the knowledge if you like compare it to casino. And also, I think this could be a bad thing for some traders because they're overconfident with their analysis, drawing the lines, and they believe they're going to be the next big trader. But so far, I haven't seen anyone really beat the charts. Usually these guys go up and down, or they just trade on hype and speculation.
He wasn't just winning trades, he was raking in revenue for Hyperliquid. Analysts estimated he paid $2.31 million in trading fees alone.
That's who's winning in crypto. Like, this is who's winning. Like, companies and platforms that are selling shovels to traders. They're making money from the fees. Like, the traders are losing. If you check any statistics, the traders are losing. The only winners, the ruggers, the projects that rug, the VCs, and the biggest winners are the platforms. Axiom Pro, which I covered a lot, like, it's a good platform, yeah, but they make most of the money on the fees. Even if the market is going up, they make money when people are buying. When people are selling, they're also making money. So again, I think it's the biggest winner this cycle.
75 days, he placed 38 trades with a win rate of 45%. And he was loyal. But despite his devotion, guts, and trading experience, Wynn couldn't outrun the house. On May 22, Wynn went full degen, opening a $1.14 billion long position on 10,200 BTC with 40x leverage. By May 26, he announced his exit from the Hyperliquid casino with $25 million in profits, even though his unrealized gains had peaked at $87 million. Total.
This is literally what I talked a few minutes ago. It's same as casino. Like, all of these people get addicted to trading and they never leave with the winnings. They never take the profits. They play, they trade until they lose everything. And the same is happening with Wynn. Now it's just
capital invested roughly $3 to $4 million. It was a blast playing the perpetuals roulette, but it's time to walk away while I'm ahead, he said.
He didn't.
His break lasted a few hours. Soon he was back in with a new 40x long on 684 BTC, $75 million, and another on Pepe at 10x. The fun didn't last. On May 30, Bitcoin dipped below $105,000. Wynn's position was liquidated. He lost over $99 million in just 1 week, reported Look on Chain. He later admitted that a simple buy and hold approach might have been smarter. He added bitterly, "At least I proved how rigged the markets are." Before the collapse, Wynn publicly begged Hyperliquid's shadowy cabal to spare him from liquidation. They didn't. Still, just days later, he was back. 40x long on nearly $100 million in BTC. He scaled the position up to $140 million, urging his followers to buy the effing dip and blaming whales for trying to wreck him. The influencer altcoin Gordon hinted that Wynn's latest entry looked suspiciously like market manipulation. Within seconds, shadow market makers nuked the price down to $104,580. Donations, desperation, and denial.
And I think this is the part I was talking before. I haven't watched this video, by the way. I'm watching this for the first time, where he is now just trying to figure out how to get more cash to lose on Hyperliquid on these high leverage trades. So let's see if I'm right.
Sympathetic traders started sending Wynn stablecoins to support his margin positions. According to the on-chain analyst Detective, at least 24 wallets sent donations, one of them nearly $8,000. Wynn had previously asked the community for help, promising to repay donors if he defeated the cartel. Still, he stayed bullish on Bitcoin, claiming the bear momentum was fading and predicting a sudden rally that would catch investors off guard. He even made a bold prediction: "I'm going to make $1 billion this cycle." But when BTC dropped again and he lost $1.5 million, his tone shifted to panic, begging for help to...
How much should you lose, to lose your confidence? Because you can see he was drawing the lines like, yeah, it was like the line is gonna be crossing right here. We're gonna see a pump. By the way, I understand the lines. I do kind of like do market analysis, but never go 100% on the market analysis. Like if these lines, if all of these like analytics would work 100%, all of the guys who know it would be rich, and they're not. Only use it as a second and third opinion, especially with crypto, which is really hype and narrative driven.
Save the long. His position was partially liquidated, 240 BTC, worth around $25 million. Then came the conspiracies. Billions of inflows and price still dumps. You long, they liquidate. Every time. You've been exposed, criminals. He ended one rant by tagging Donald and Eric Trump, calling on them to do something to save the people. The takeaway. James Wynn's saga is a masterclass in the dangers of over-leveraged and emotion-fueled trading. His story shows how betting on...
Okay, so you probably understand now the story, and now that brings us to today. We have a new article, 19 hours ago. James Wynn goes all in on shorting Bitcoin after 12 liquidations in 12 hours. And the video we watched was posted 4 months ago, so you can see he is still doing his thing, still losing the money. And this time he made a really bad decision because he was placing shorts on Bitcoin. I think when Bitcoin was, let's check out the chart. So Wynn goes all in despite liquidation, bets on Bitcoin decline to $92,000. And if you're watching this video, you probably know that Bitcoin didn't dip that low. But we had more influencers talk about Bitcoin going to zero. For example, Andrew Tate. He was also like boasting his wins, but people actually found on-chain that he lost $700,000 in 2025. And one more fun thing, he actually sells crypto courses, signals in his group, which is like, I think, real world. They're changing the name all the time. So the guy who's selling crypto education is losing almost 1 million. The guy people are following losing like hundreds of millions of dollars. That's why, guys, as usual, I recommend you do your own personal research with crypto. Never trust anyone online because some of these people don't know what they're talking about, and some of them are malicious trying to get your money. And of course, subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.